Some players jump and scream when they score. Some kiss the badge on their chest. But Viktor Gyökeres, he does something different. He puts his hands over his face and forms a mask. It's sharp, it's bold, it's unforgettable. And in that very moment, you realize he's not just scoring a goal, he's sending a message. This celebration isn't random. It's not some impulsive gesture. Gyökeres does it for a reason, and that reason runs deep. It comes from somewhere personal, from something that shaped him. The mask isn't just for show, it's a symbol, a statement, a story. And today, this is the extraordinary story we're about to tell. A story like no other. Viktor Gyökeres was born on June 4, 1998, in Stockholm, Sweden. Growing up in a modest family, football quickly became a major part of his life. Viktor could be found kicking a ball around any open space from a very young age. Football was not just a pastime for him, it was a dream, a passion, and eventually, his purpose. His hometown didn't have big stadiums or famous academies, but Viktor's enthusiasm was enormous. But let's say his journey wasn't a straight road. He began playing football at the age of 12, in a small local team. By 15, he had joined the academy of IFK Brommapojkarna, a first division Swedish club at that time. It didn't take long for people to notice his talent. Within just a year, he made his debut for the senior team. But the truth is, that moment came in dark times. His club was relegated from the first tier, and the following season, they dropped again, straight into the third. It was one of the worst campaigns in the club's history. Still, Gyökeres didn't lose focus. He stayed, and throughout 3 seasons, he scored 20 goals in 56 matches. But, let's be honest, at a club like that, no one's really watching. Scouts rarely showed up. For a long time, no one noticed him. The turning point came in 2017, at the Under-19 European Championship. Thanks to his performances at the club level, Gyökeres earned a call-up to the Swedish U19 national team. And although the team was eliminated in the group stage, Gyökeres finished as the tournament's top scorer in just 3 games. That made people take notice, especially in England. Soon after, he moved to Brighton. You'd think that from this point on, everything would finally fall into place. But sadly, that wasn't the case. He was assigned directly to Brighton's under-23s. At the time, they weren't even competing in the top tier of youth football. Still, Gyökeres didn't complain. He kept his head down and worked, scoring 11 goals in his first 12 games and helping the team earn promotion. Once they reached the top division, he continued to deliver. But even after a full year in the academy, and even after breaking into the Swedish national team, Brighton still didn't seem to know what to do with him. They shuffled him between the wing and striker positions, unsure of where he fit best. And worst of all, he was still nowhere near the first team. Then, the club's direction changed. A new manager, a new style of play, and the coaching staff concluded Gyökeres didn't quite fit. Their recommendation? A loan move. So off he went to St. Pauli in the German second division. He performed well, but when he came back, it was like nothing had happened. Brighton still didn't believe in him. While other young talents were being given opportunities, Gyökeres was sent out again, this time to Swansea. And that's where he hit the lowest point of his career. First, he tested positive for COVID. He couldn't get back to full fitness. Less than 4 months into his loan, it was cancelled. And with one bad season, whatever little faith Brighton had left in him vanished. But sometimes, it's in the darkest moments that something new is born. This wasn't the end of Gyökeres. It was the beginning of a different version of him, one the world hadn't seen yet. And that's when the idea of the mask was born in him. He knew something had to change. He was going from club to club, performing well, yet still being cast aside. It had to stop. He made a choice: give up on his dream, or put on a mask and make sure no one could ignore him again. All he needed was a chance. That chance came with Coventry City. Newly promoted to the championship, they took a risk. And for Gyökeres, it changed everything. He found his rhythm, he scored, he stood out, people noticed, and for the first time, he felt truly seen. Coventry paid €1 million to make the move permanent. Things were different now, so was Viktor. He was fearless, aggressive, and confident. And that's when the mask celebration was born, a symbol of who he had become. It's inspired by something real, a villain, from the Batman movies. His name is Bane, a character with a broken past, someone who wore a mask to survive, someone who said, "No one cared who I was until I put on the mask." Sound familiar? That quote stuck with Gyökeres. He shared it on Instagram with a video of his goals. It wasn't just a caption, it was a statement. Just like Bane, Viktor had felt invisible, unseen, ignored, until now. Before it, he scored goals, but he did not stand out. Nobody noticed him. After the mask, he became someone else on the pitch, a transformed player who seemed fearless and energetic. This alter ego gave him confidence and made opponents nervous. He played with more freedom and passion, and his performances improved. Coventry City's results began to improve too, with Viktor scoring important goals that helped the team come close to promotion. And this unique celebration soon became his trademark. His new persona attracted attention from bigger clubs. Sporting CP, one of Portugal's most famous football teams, saw Viktor's potential. They saw a player who had overcome struggles, transformed himself, and now had the talent and mentality to succeed at a higher level. When Sporting signed him, it was the beginning of a new chapter. At Sporting CP, Viktor faced a fresh set of challenges. Portugal's league is known for its technical skill and tactical discipline, but Viktor adapted quickly. He worked relentlessly and soon became one of the most prolific goal scorers in Europe. In just 2 seasons, he scored 68 goals in 66 matches. No player across Europe scored more than him in the 2024/2025 season. His game blended power, intelligent movement, and clinical finishing. Week after week, he delivered, pushing Sporting CP toward titles and European success. Viktor's reputation grew across Europe. Football experts praised his efficiency and fearless approach. He showed that he belonged at the top level of football, no matter the league or the opponent. Viktor Gyökeres' story shows that the path to the top is rarely easy, but with belief and effort, even the quietest beginnings can lead to greatness. Behind the mask is a story of patience and rejection. It's the story of a player who was overlooked for years, only to transform himself through determination and a little theatrical flair. Viktor had to become a masked villain to finally get noticed, to finally prove that he was more than just a player in the background. Where Gyökeres will go next is still unknown. Rumors link him with clubs in England's Premier League or Spain's La Liga. The future is open, but one thing is certain. He has shown he belongs among the best. If you felt that story hit deep, smash the like button, hit subscribe, and stay tuned for more powerful stories from the world of football.